Hello and welcome to Cooking the Books with Heather. Today we've got a hopefully pretty quick to put together recipe for you because it's Labor Day. I promised my son that I would make baked beans. So I found a recipe from a book that we haven't used in a while, and today we're going to be making my messy barbecue baked beans from Lazarus Lynch's Son of a Southern Chef. I've done all my preparation, and I've even gone ahead and crisped up the bacon that I've chopped. I chose some thick bacon, so it took a little bit longer and it might be a little more bacon forward, but that's okay. To this, including the fat and everything, we're not draining any of that. I'm going to add some yellow onion and some garlic. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this back up. I've had this sort of just waiting for me while I finished everything else up. So he says to cook this on medium high. I'm going to go with medium on my stove with this pan and this burner just because. And he says this will take about 5 minutes. We just want it softened. And I just realized I'm missing one of my ingredients. So while that happens, I'll measure that out. All right, I'm going to call these done enough. They're going to cook in the oven for a while and it'll be fine. To this, we're going to add our beans. These are canned Great Northern beans. And I am so happy that it uses canned beans because cooking beans it's not hard, but it's also not as easy as you think it should be. And it also means this recipe will come together very quickly. I got some water on my stove. Excuse the sounds. I'm also going to add some chicken stock. He calls for a low sodium chicken stock. I'm using reconstituted Better Than Bouillon. It'll be fine. There's not a whole lot of salt in this recipe, but all of the ingredients have some amount of salt in them. So, well, most of them anyway. Got some dark brown sugar. I've got the small amount of salt that's in here plus chili powder. Got some apple cider vinegar. And the last thing is a mixture of the rest of the ingredients. In here I have molasses, ketchup, and mustard. And that's one of the things I like about this particular measuring cup. You can measure all of these in here together. You just measure out the amount that you need of the first thing, and then you sort of plunge it down until you need what the amount would be. So like if you need 2 tablespoons of one thing, you put 2 tablespoons in, and then you move it down to like 4 tablespoons because you need 2 tablespoons of the other thing. And anyway, I really love it. I don't think you can buy these particular ones anymore, but they do still make similar plunger type measuring cups. But that is it. We're just going to give this a good stir, and it's going to go into the oven that I've already heated to 400 degrees, uncovered, for about 30 minutes. And then it will be done. Good, done. You may need to add a little more stock or broth or water. It's up to you how you like them. So we're going to stick these in the oven and we'll show you what they look like after about 30 minutes. And then they can sit on the stove at low heat until we're ready. Okay. So this is what it looks like after 30 minutes in the oven. For me, I would want it to be a little bit thicker. So if I were going to serve it right now, I wouldn't want to serve it right now. I'd probably let it go in the oven for a little bit longer. It's warm. It's certainly edible right now. But I'm going to, since we're not ready to eat right now, I'm going to move mine to the stove, turn it on pretty low heat, and just let it sit until it is done, well, until we're ready to eat, and see if I need to add more stock or anything. But this is how it should be according to the recipe. If you want it thicker, let it go longer. If you like it like this, that's great. But we will let you know what we think and show you what it looks like when we actually eat it next. On this episode of Cooking the Books with Heather, you watched me make my messy barbecue baked beans from Lazarus Lynch's Son of a Southern Chef. And I think this wasn't the perfect baked beans for us. I do love that it was made with canned beans. So much easier. I don't love cooking beans from dried, even though dried last forever and in the pantry, so it's nice to have them on hand. Canned does too, but it's hard to get them just right and not where they are too fall apart or not quite good enough, especially with baked beans where you're adding salt and other things to it that sometimes messes with the cooking. So that was good. I think I would prefer navy beans, which I think is generally what is used for baked beans, at least in the ones that I've made previously. It's been baked beans. The Great Northern beans that I had, they had, and kidney beans in general, and I think Great Northern beans might be a type of kidney bean. I don't know. But Great Northern beans and kidney beans, they have sort of a thicker skin, and they just didn't feel quite done even after like simmering for a really long time and having been, started from canned. So they were just a little bit more chewy than I generally like in my baked beans. So I would use navy beans for this instead. Also, I feel like they were not quite as flavorful. They were very, very heavy on the bacon and light on the sort of barbecue flavor. I did take the leftovers that we had, because it says this serves 4. I served it to 8, 10 people, and we still had leftovers. I was with a whole lot of other stuff, so it was like a barbecue. So it wasn't like that was all that we had or just one side out of, to go with something. But I think 4 cans of beans for 4 people is a little much. I think it serves at least 8. But I think if you used the same amount of everything else with 2 cans of beans, maybe less chicken stock, I don't know, just depends on how much you need. I think it would probably maybe be a better ratio. So I added a little more sugar and a little more ketchup mostly to it, just to make it a little bit more of the flavor that we prefer. So those are all based on my preferences. Yours may be different. But if you've tried this recipe, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. And if you've enjoyed watching me make this, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and come back and watch me make something else next week.